boss gonna be hard as fuck. I should have game over. I don't have anything. The B-ball, dude. Oh, that's clever. The bounce ball. Man, I don't have any. I wish I had one life just so I could practice on this guy.
How could I refuse?
I'd have to take like no damage here.
And battery. Power up. Now. Speed up. Speed here.
That's a boss that I can't tell what the hell's going on. I feel like that was pretty good against him though. Just filling the stage with shit.
Ready.
That sounds fun, man. Apparently there's still a lot of people who make like games and shit on the Game Boy and NES. I remember watching the last KDkill, last big one. People showed off some games they made on the NES. This really cool like co-op NES game. I can't remember what it was called. You just play as some chick. It's like a platformer and it looked really hard, but kind of like worked your way up some mountain, which is interesting because it was like really impressive. And I'm like, wow, this is like running on like old hardware and stuff, which just shows you how much was possible still even during those generations that now just people with more know-how and years can really take advantage of. I've always wanted to maybe check some of that out. I think after we play like a lot more NES games and shit, stuff just really old stuff like that. Maybe we could try out some stuff made on a more current times, to kind of see what was possible and compare it to older stuff. There's a lot of it, I mean, just ideas and shit. Yeah, it's interesting because me and Schlotz were talking about it a little bit a couple days ago. No, it was yesterday. I think we were talking about what in Mega Man 9 was possibly. On like, you know, the NES and shit. It's just cool to think about. Here's Solar. Let me write these down, because I'm probably never gonna hear about him again. That's pretty cool. I always wonder why people decide to like make something on like old hardware though. I think it's cool, but like you could just make something like themed after old hardware, couldn't you? And just like just use like modern shit. Maybe that's what people do. That one NES game I was talking about, I think it was free on like Steam too. I can't remember. Should have looked into it more. I could always go recheck an old KDkill, but it's always pretty cool. Yeah, I guess challenge and just bashing. Implementation can be really good for creativity. Yeah, absolutely. So at that point, you have like no other choice, right? You just have to like do crazy things. I don't know what they want there. I just take the hit. This stage is cool though. I don't know, this game's good. I think this game's pretty great. It just feels good. Smooth. This is what I would hope like a Mega Man game would, you know, end up being more in the future. I don't mind like the retro themed ones, but I feel like the Mega Man formula has a lot of potential to like utilize like newer shit. This game has like a lot of nice smooth stuff. I mean, it uses like more technology for you to do crazier weapon things, have more shit on the screen. You know, nice little bits of game design like this to give you interesting upgrades. Like I don't know, it makes for cool stage design and stuff. And visuals, music. Yeah, definitely. I think that's what a lot of people have said too. Ended up being more solid than they thought. And I'm glad. I mean, it still feels like a Mega Man game. Like I had to like remove muscle memory and shit. It's fun. I feel like if you hate on this game, I mean, I understand hating on this game if you have like a problem with like an actual like piece of the fucking the game, but if it's like a nostalgia thing, like it's not like, oh, I wish this was another Mega Man 9 or something like fuck, man, you know? Like that's not enough reason to hate on the fucking thing. Yeah, we got a couple lives now. Okay, you're talking about Limbo for Commodore 64. Oh, that's cool. So that's a good art style. Matches it really well, it fits it well. Cool. Micro Mages. Oh, this is an NES game? Oh, it looks really nice for an NES game. What is 40 kilobyte? What is that supposed to be different than other shit? Surprised this is on the NES, man. Jesus. A lot of crazy shit going on here. I guess there's a lot more potential. I mean, I still have a lot of NES shit to play. Who knows what kind of stuff on here is actually been done. Surprised this doesn't like shatter the game. Mega Man can barely have 5 things on the screen at once, man. Maybe that has something to do with the 40 kilobytes. I don't know what that means. Yeah, if they did another old retro themed one, I'd really hope they would do like an extended upgrade on like 7 or 8 or something. You know, give me like that next step up. Like I don't mind just straight Mega Man 2.5 and 0.75, but I think we're good. There's been a million of those. There's a million fan games done by them. Maybe it's really quick to make them. I don't know. That's fine. You can keep releasing them. But I hope they keep trying stuff like this. Or trying stuff like, you know, like a better version of like 7 and stuff. I think that'd be fine. Super Bat Punch. Google that one too. I don't know. I mean, you could argue to make more retro ones. I wouldn't be sad. 9 and 10 are some of the best ones, straight up. So, I mean, I argue they're better than most of the originals on the NES. Easily to argue it. They are. I think they are. Right?
How can I refuse? Prepare to diode.
Prepare to die, man. Jesus, really? Oh, he's doing damage to me before I even do anything. Good luck, Silent. Trial by fire, man. Tanglewood for Genesis now? Yeah. Looking forward to trying some of that. I've still got so many good old ones to play. That's one reason I kind of want to do some of the classics. You know, I try to do as many of the classics as I can. Well known. How's 11? It's pretty great. I think it's really good. It's a good change of pace, but it doesn't forget the roots too much. I think the new things are good. They're not that gimmicky. I think the slow-mo and the power-up, you know, it augments what you're already doing pretty well. I mean, you have to decide to do it. The slow-mo is pretty intuitive. The power thing's good, but I'd like to see it in hands that have played the game longer, because it can augment your weapons a lot. I got they have the left stick. I should play this with the stick, but it's been so... I've been doing so many Mega Man games without the stick. I just use the D-pad. Making shots pierce multiple enemies. Slow-mo's used a lot for speedrunning? Yeah, because you can buy something that makes your slow-mo not even slow. It only slows the enemies. I'm looking forward to watching speedruns, man. There's a lot of potential. The moves seem all really useful, and they could be done in a lot of cool ways. I've heard Mighty Number 9 was super shit. I'd like to play it just to just to see.
It was so very long ago.
But it'd probably be way down the way.
It was on that day, Wily and I had our falling out. He quite literally threw a wrench in our gears. We were students then, each pursuing robotics research in our own way. Each of us was passionate about forging the way ahead to a future where humans and robots might live together in harmony. By giving robots independent thought,
Double gear.
they can be true partners to humankind at last.
Naive as always. Even robots that think for themselves will never be anything more than tools. But with unstoppable power, insurmountable speed, it's only when we build robots with the power to outdo humans that people will truly accept robots for what they are.
Is
And
that...
with my double gear system, we can make that dream a reality.
Hey, he looks
This
taller.
installed, any robot can instantly
He
become
became
a
old, dude. He
hero.
lost his height.
However, I was strongly opposed to Wily's ideas and research. The double gear system, it puts an incredible strain on the robots that use it. And if it fell into the wrong hands, it could be used to cause terrible harm.
What the hell, man? It's not even that
At the
crazy.
time, a committee was convened, and Wiley's research was cancelled in favor of my independent thought research. Wiley never forgave me,
2 years.
and his views have grown ever more extreme since then. How ironic.
Oh, that is pretty good. I didn't see
My
that.
efforts to quench Wiley's hot-headedness before it led him astray only ended up fueling the fire.
Doctor, I never knew.
No shit, there wasn't ever a
Only I'd
story.
shown him there was a way to work together instead of just telling him that he was wrong. Maybe we'd still be friends.
Damn, boys, teaching us some lessons. E10 and up, though.
To work together.
Lessons for the 11-year-old.
Even the double gear system can be a tool for good if used properly.
Yeah, look at all the robots we
Using it
killed in the name of
properly
justice.
requires proper judgment. Wiley's dream of developing technology to make any robot into a hero could become reality if used by you. I'm trusting you, Mega Man. Oh, I almost forgot something very important. I've just finished giving Rush a good tune-up. He's all ready to head out with you. Rush! Rush, help Mega Man and keep him safe. Be a good boy now.
Imagine being programmed to
got
have a
this, Rush.
fucking dog's brain, dude. Jesus Christ, man. The short end of this thing, dude. You could easily have like a fucking high intelligence, but they give you like a fucking dog's brain. Sure. Cool, dude. Mothman looked really cool. One of the few things. I like how he like tilts it a little bit when you start going up. Oh no, I don't. Never mind. He tilts it as soon as you get on. Oh shit. Oh, it like instantly pops him down. That's cool. So you could be like jutting. He doesn't have to come in from the top since he's technically already here. Yeah, the speed's really nice. And the quality of life stuff's good. I mean, it's got a few holdovers from back in the day that are kind of whatever. Like lives, but I don't see them ever getting rid of lives. I'm just surprised they didn't make it like Mega Man 8. But it's hardly a big deal. It's just like I actually look forward to doing a new stage where some of the old ones I was like, alright, well we're just doing a new stage. Yeah, for sure. The Robot Masters have been fun. Yeah, I like the music. Yeah, just shit that just adds flow, like being able to pick your weapons through fucking the stick. And like having rush on buttons and stuff. It's just smart upgrade of the gameplay. It's just the flow. It doesn't even change like what you're doing. Slides on its own button. It's just like obvious improvements you think they would make for like a Mega Man game like in a newer age. Which I mean 9 and 10 were really cool because they were so retro themed. But you always kinda want to just like, what would a Mega Man game be like that had slide on a different button? Like, not even like anything crazy. I'm just glad they made sure to change things that I think are totally acceptable to change. His armor changes quite a bit. I guess they want to probably keep it more creative. There's probably not a whole lot of colors left to work with, man. Yeah, it's an ice level. I have my boots. My boots make it so I don't slip on ice as much, but yeah. See, ice is cool in this stage because you slide and you actually like go farther and it feels good. And you can stop whenever you want. That's a good way to do ice. Just make it so that it augments your speed and shit, but not like rips your actual like fine-tuned controls away. This is actually pretty entertaining right here. Oh damn, it's like hard for him to go. That's funny. Oh damn, you can't get through that? I've never really cared that much about Obsidian. Hopefully it's good. I mean, I guess they make good things. I need to play more of their stuff. New Vegas, I guess, was okay. I don't know what else of theirs I've played. I mean, I guess they have a lot of like old RPGs that are probably really good that I need to try out. So you haven't played this one yet? It's considered the best, but I think it's overrated. You'd think it'd be like some entirely fucking crazy new game, like by far totally different than the rest, but it's just like a better Fallout 3. In a lot of ways, I didn't even think it was that much better. Not enough to be like super crazy pumped for their next game. I don't know. I mean, they're good. Their writing seems usually decent. This is good shit right here, dude. I love the speed, man. Gets me fucking moist. Like, I wouldn't mind playing Pillars of Eternity and shit, and I don't know how much of a hand they had in some older shit. I thought they worked on one of like the older Fallouts, like just like an expansion or some shit. Not an expansion, but just some weird aspect of it. BioWare was like Baldur's Gate and shit, but I don't know. I thought Obsidian was like, I can't remember how long they've been around and how much of them's just like well-known people from other games and shit. I don't remember. I always just think of CRPGs and Fallout when I think of Obsidian. I hope the X games or Zero play anything like smooth like this one. It's pretty damn smooth. Fallout 2, okay. This mini boss, man. The dick. KOTOR 2, yeah. I remember they just made a lot of decent sequels for well-known shit. Forgot KOTOR 2 was one of them. I heard Pillars was decent. I heard they're both fine. There's people didn't like totally love the second one. Oh shit. Shit, I don't have any more rush, dude. Give me 300 G's right there, man. And this shit doesn't come back either, so. I've heard of Alpha Protocol. Oh god, these dudes are back. So you can like dodge everything, man. I think that's a good touch, man. Instead of just like these unwinnable situations, if you're like ready, you can do shit. Probably be decent, yeah. Unless Microsoft's just bought somebody else to let them die again, like fucking rare, dude. So they must have bought them after they decided to start working on this game. Surely. Yeah, dude, it's a lot of fun too, man. I think it's really solid so far. Still feels like Mega Man too. I love the rapid fire button, dude. I don't have to worry about it, man. Just fucking shoot quick. Oop. The E-tank's important. This level's fun enough to do again. A fun ice level. Holy shit, I was just saying there's hardly any fun ice levels out there in existence, man. Next gen? Maybe. Would they show their new game if it was next gen? I mean, it's probably a teaser trailer then, yeah. And I was looking at chat. I was sliding, and I slid right over the gap. Fun. The last level. It's true, man. It's very rare, but this one's pretty fun. This is also an ice level where I removed the ability for myself to actually slip on ice when I'm walking. It's like an upgrade I bought. So this would be a lot worse if it was like that. I don't really care about comebacks or anything. As long as good games come out of it. Then whatever. People can die that need to die. As long as there's good shit. Microsoft didn't really put out anything good, so if they're gonna put out more good shit next time, then great. Although I don't really like having one big publisher console be like all this powerful bullshit sensor and everything. Like I don't need fucking Sony doing all this shit just because they're like at the pinnacle of some fucking console generation. There's one argument, I guess, having other people around even if the games aren't there. Yeah, I know you fanboy that a little more. I don't know, I always just care about the games, man. Consoles could not even exist for all I care. Other than me needing physical media. Yeah, man, there's just too much good stuff to limit yourself. This level's been so fast, I've been forgetting about the slow-mo in its entirety. Yeah, Microsoft's done some wrong, but it's usually canceled projects and just not doing things. I don't really like that Sony's like trying to like police video games now. Shit, Nintendo's being more lax. They just released a thing saying that they're allowing people to actually release Let's Plays of their games now. I mean, not that nobody did anyways, but they officially said you could. As long as it's not raw gameplay, I'm like, when you get like Steam trying to be more progressive with allowing like porn games and shit, or games that are more risque and subject matter and shit. I think that's good, man. I mean, people can figure out what they want to play on their own, man. I definitely don't need somebody who may or may not have the same moral spectrum and shit to fucking tell me what I should do. So. Shit, man. This one just feels good to play. I don't know, man. Is it wrong, man? It's probably one of the most fun Mega Man games to play. I don't know. I just played like all of them, man. I don't know, this one's like, this feels good, man. I don't know. Like, there's great things in the other ones, but I don't know, this one's pretty good. It's pretty solid, man. Yeah, fucking Rockman 1's ISO. Holy shit, fuck. That was the fucking hardest level in that, easily. I don't know, maybe it's just the quality. I mean, we did just play like 50 fucking old Mega Man games. Maybe I'm just like, yeah, it's just like a little fresh or something. I've still got plenty of old ones to play, but I always love like crispy controls and like speed in my fucking platformers, man. It's gotta be this. This has to be sweet. Hey, movement's good, man. And the upgrades are good, the weapons are good, bosses are good, the stages are good. Ah, fuck, I already fucked this up. This is his weakness? What the hell? The Tundra man's weak to fucking lightning. Yeah, I mean, I like my crispy gameplay pretty hard, dude. Yeah, he was starting to do some cool moves too. We didn't even get to see him. That's I don't mind. We'll see him in, I'm sure, a boss rush or some shit. I mean, have weapon power-ups ever made sense against certain bosses? Not really. I mean, the story is kind of a joke in this, but I mean, who cares? Yeah, they don't care that much, I don't think. I don't. If anything, it's just like funny to have like this like funny like shitty lore or something. It's in the middle of the game. Kind of like Mega Man 8. Like, I love those anime cutscenes with horrible voice acting. It's great. I could see this being useful since it's like a screen clearing. Hopefully the speedrun uses a lot of things, not just one thing. It's super OP, but we'll see. I'm pretty excited to watch Mega Man 10 and 11 speedruns. don't know how much more of this I'll do today. I'm enjoying it a lot, but some things I want to prep, and then I might want to watch some of those speedruns too. Alright. Somebody... What do you guys want next, man? Acid, impact, or blast? Silent says acid. Because he's got a weak sense of humor. Alright, we got 2 weak sense of humor left. That's probably more votes than we'll get the whole time, man. Go ahead, man. I guess the stages we did at the very beginning were like the hardest ones, man. Or maybe we're just getting better finally. I was on Rock Boy stage and Fire Dude stage for fucking eons. Bouncy guy stage. This was just hard. Oh god, it's a fucking water one. I swear to god the guy did Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Street Fighter 4 soundtrack must have done this, man. It sounds so similar. It's better. But there's some shit that sounds like uncanny. Like just straight. He's using the same sound stuff. It's fun again. Yeah. It's pretty fun because they keep swapping the flow and shit, but in like a pretty fine-tuned way. Yeah, that's pretty cheap too. I can see you getting really good at like being able to switch the weapons on the fly. I think that's a huge thing for the flow of the game, like being able to just do this. Like actually have it matter. Because in 8, I mean, you can do the trigger change in this one too, and then like 8 you could do it, but like it never really worked. You know, like it was a little bit, but like it was a good to like switch to default, you know, to like do nothing. Because you just press both buttons at once and it puts you back on Buster. But exactly, like that's one of the things, like just little modern upgrades to the series that I feel like just needed to happen. Having a rapid fire button is pretty fucking extreme too. If you don't use the rapid fire button, it's gonna be fucking crazy, though, dude. I can imagine how long some of these mini bosses will take without it. Hydrochloric acid or boss boys? Maybe, man. I mean, slide being like way smoother and like being able to even have its own button is good. Allows you just kind of like do it whenever. You're not locked into your slide as hard. Like it's really easy to jump out of. Yeah, I'm glad it's still happening. I mean, that's been like 8 years since 10 came out, right? Well, at least they're still making games, man. I'm surprised they never made more of the X ones. Weren't those like super popular? I mean, I guess if you're gonna bring a series back after 10 years, you go for its like original iteration or something. Just a bigger nostalgia pull. I guess X hasn't had a game since... Whoops, I just did a short jump. God knows when. Now this section's reminding me of an old Mega Man game where they just straight slow your ass down, but that's alright. I'm gonna get a Rush Jet probably. It goes slower for Rush too. Only Rush Jet's a lot quicker. Okay. I don't even need to be on the platforms. I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't know if this game would exist without 9 and 10. I think even though 9 and 10 were almost like 8 years ago, it kept the series alive enough for people to even care about doing another core one. Yeah, the collection's coming back, 9 and 10. I don't think 9 and 10 made any huge leaps in quality of life and like modern game design to reach this point, but I do think that I think maybe just like keeping Mega Man in people's minds as a quality series, I think were necessary to even get this game made. Because there was quality of life shit in 9 and 10, but the best part about 9 and 10 was just like solid level design and just like the visuals and shit. And the weapons. It was just building upon more old stuff, because at the end of the day they ended up just making Mega Man 2. They didn't even have fucking slide or charge. They removed more than they added, but what was there was good. The choice to use retro aesthetics got a lot of people talking back when they were new. That's probably true. That was before I was into Mega Man or played any of them, obviously. I mean, I'm sure it probably jump-started a lot of the retro theme shit. I mean, you see like a big, like famous series get another installment, and it's very faithful. Faithful to one of the oldest ones, too. I thought it was really good to do. I definitely think it was necessary for this to exist. I'm glad that they didn't decide that since 9 and 10 were successful and people really like the old Mega Man games, that they weren't too afraid to try something different. Like, this game's really good. And if you were trying to play safe, you wouldn't make this game. You would make like 11 retro themed. You would probably, maybe it wouldn't be as big, but you would get like sales and shit, you know? So I'm glad this one was named. Mega Man 9 and 10 had awful box art. Look them both up. Because when I checked the Mega Man 10 on Twitch, it was the bad one too. Yeah, they went really hard. Yeah, Sheep Man, dude. 10's was a little cooler. Was that the one that looked more like a Tron thing? Or was that 9? Region High School CSGO team that registered for Rainbow Six DreamHack tournament qualifiers. What happened? Oh, the fucking the high school teams are on the fucking big stage. That's cool as fuck. Well, they have no experience in the game? Really? Dude, this dude's got some tricky jumps. But it's crazy because you feel like you can make them just because the controls are so fluid and shit. Which I think is a real testament, man, to like good controls. Like that shit right there, that looked really fucking tricky, but it didn't feel like it was a big deal. Because you, as long as you could think to do it, the controls are solid enough where you can just kind of do it. What is with my hair, dude? Oh, they registered as a joke? What they got in? So do they have no experience with the game, or do they not have any experience in the pro scene? Like, competitive. There's no way they're getting through the qualifiers and shit. Pretty much not having even played the game. Okay, really? That's funny. But they're still good enough just because of the skills carried over. So how are they doing? Jesus, man. They're greasy as fuck. Huge forehead going on. Jesus. My heart almost stopped on a couple of those there, boys. That's cool as fuck, man. I mean, that's the rules, man. That's how it goes, dude. Glad they're upholding it.
Ruined my new concoction. Time
My
for
new
an
concoction.
experiment.
There's a lot of shit going on in this one. Yeah, I was hoping the acid would actually... we'd actually be able to freeze him. The stage is pretty long and tricky to do again, though. I don't think we had his weakness. I mean, maybe that was his weakness, man. Nice. Oh, for sure. This is a bit I like. It only happens if you like turn around real quick, but he still like shoots, I think, almost out of it. Yeah, it's nice. I do have his weakness. I tried fire, I don't know if I did much. Could be the block dropping. I don't remember if that was it. We'll try more shit. I kill most bosses with the fucking Buster just because it's easy, man. To do just like freeze Buster and just dodge shit. Doing like small bits of controlled slow-mo is like really strong in this. I feel like if you're not very controlled with your slow-mo, it won't feel very good. But if you like know what's worth slow-mo and what's not, like it's really important. Like if you're charging your beam, why slow-mo? You gotta charge it anyways, but like any other time, like it's pretty good, man. Burst. Short control bursts of slow-mo. I mean, at least it's carried me on some bosses. Only one play on team actually has it. That's funny. Oh, good luck, man. I feel like that could even be a thing. That's funny. Well, good luck to him, man. Pretty much, man. I'll have to actually watch that. When is it? Yeah, do you practice at all? Or yeah, just ride it hard and see if their CSGO skills are enough as a joke? Good question. Oops. Leaving these waters red. Oh, I didn't think it'd go that high. I was looking at the ammo, I was like, do I want to get this ammo? And I'm just kind of like riding the thing like, ah. I don't know why I rushed at that part normally. Not even hard. Oh nice, I flew straight into it. College physics. I really do like that there's a rapid button. It makes it so that you don't have to be able to press a button at 500 million miles an hour while you're doing everything else. Like the core party fucking repertoire, man. Like, it was a cool bit of extra skill. Like, if you could press a button really fucking quick, it made quite a bit of difference in the old ones. Like, I was able to kill some shit crazy. And I'll watch a speedrun, and they kill shit just by blinking at it. You know, if they're close enough. And it's only 3 bullets on the screen, but if you're close enough, the bullets hit really fucking quick, so. Oh man, I just like went right through it. Had a better time doing it the first time. Oh yeah, I want to see if there's more shit in Lights Lab.
Okay, Mega, what'll it be?
Pierce Protector. Yo, I have so much money, what the fuck?
Yo, Mega! Can I interest you in some parts? Sure this is what you want, buddy? And there you have it! Part complete!
Okay,
That
Mega,
seems really
what'll
good.
it be? Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da! Already! Good luck!
Yo, Mega!
Okay, Mega, what'll it be?
Yo, Mega!
Okay, Mega, what'll it be?
Why do they call him Mega? That's his actual name. First name's Mega. Last name's Man.
Mega? Can I interest you in some parts?
Good luck, Mom.
Okay, Mega, what'll it be? Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da! Already! Are you sure?
Yeah, the name is Mario Maya.
Ta-da! Already! Good luck out there,
The
Mega.
first name's Super. Last name is Mario. Oh, okay. I mean, Mega's fine. It's just funny just hearing them say it. The way that Otto says it sounds